Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell me, did you come through as pure gold?
You kick it like the benefactor's benefactor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your actions got them boys drop the mask up. Lectures from the devil got you piping hot. This up and you get screwed and chopped, no Michael Watts. When I was 10, I knew I should have been on rap a lot. Think like Jay Prince and I do more than just rap a lot. Listen, I went and got my digits up. Listen, your favorite, bruh. Listen, you don't want no trouble, cuz. The 25th, I got a meeting with the governor. That's real rap a lot, no cap a lot. I used to from Farron down to Camelot. I used to whip up in my granny's pot. She asked my friends, was I? They said, no, we not. The mind to a praying woman. The truth's a heavy burden and it's weighing on me. Red Doggies caught me slipping with the wailing on me. I went to calling out for Jesus like a reverend on me. Chalked it up to sin, took it on my chin. Gotta take some L's if you wanna win. They took a but then take a sin. I didn't even have no re-up I could re-up with. Had to rob another just to re-up. Pray to God that in his heart he found forgiveness for me. It was nothing personal, it was just business for me. When I got on, I paid him back.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football and certainly the loudest as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. A short kick taken at the 18, and he tries to get as much as he can here while protecting the football as he dives to the ground. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And not the start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down now. Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. This defense for the Chiefs, much improved from Week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
4th down, and on is Ty Long to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Here's Hardman to return. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check. 49 to Mike, watch 49.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense.
Just like that.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. Good throw there to start the second possession. Maybe help erase the memory of the interception he threw first possession.
Yeah, I think a lot of the time now there's a communication between the head coach, offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach. All right, we got to get him settled. It's not easy after you've thrown a pick 6. You might want to just run the football, but I think in most cases you want to give him easy throws that he's comfortable with to get him going again. And it's not necessarily just throwing one or 2 yards. What throws does he like to make? Give him a couple of those and get him going.
Definitely looked like one he was comfortable with on the last throw. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. Here's Ty Long now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Hardman on the return. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire is a do-it-all back, and he did plenty on that run. And as a rookie, 803 yards rushing for the season in Kansas City may look to up his workload a little bit in year 2. The last pick of the 1st round in 2020, he more than justified that selection with his ability to run the football and catch it out of the backfield.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. So Patrick Mahomes, guys, he's playing at such an elite level. Defensively, coming into a game like this, Charles, there's got to be a lot of things, but what worries you the most?
I think you're exactly right about that. The list is extensive about what worries you. The way he can move, make completions on the run, the way he can throw against his body, heck, make left-handed throws, you name it, he gets it done. The biggest thing, though, is once he gets into rhythm, trying to get his timing chipped away, trying to stop that is really difficult to do.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. So for the Chargers, it's their first meeting this year against the AFC champs. And these two division rivals, they go back to the AFL days. But this, Charles, kind of a measuring stick game, you feel like, for a young Chargers team.
It certainly is, because when you match up with Kansas City, who has dominated in recent years and feels like they'll continue to dominate for the foreseeable future, you've got to have a reason for optimism. And this team, under new management with a new head coach, and they feel like they've made some great strides in free agency in the draft. They feel like they can go ahead and start pursuing Kansas City once again.
Running on first down, Eckler. L'Jarius Sneed up to make the play defensively.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
He's got a man. It's his fullback.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. They run on first down with Jackson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chargers 7, Chiefs 0.
2nd and 2. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Eckler. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown on the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Chargers 14, Chiefs 0.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Jerick McKinnon now to return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. The Charger drive about to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On second down, Eckler. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Herbert now. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big gain that time for the Chargers. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. This is caught by Williams. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Austin Eckler got hurt last year and missed 6 games, but still finished with 54 catches, the 5th most by a running back in the NFL. But remember this, 2019, 92 catches. This guy's a definite threat out of the backfield.
Touchdown! That's caught. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Chargers 21, Chiefs nothing. Dustin Hopkins set.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. To return, it's McKinnon. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
And Demarcus Robinson may be unheralded on that Kansas City track squad of wide receivers, but he's been dependable for these Chiefs the past few years.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 26. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now it's Mahomes again. Open man, it's the tight end Kelce. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
And these two continue to work so well together. Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce. Maybe the best quarterback and tight end in the game today. 105 catches for Kelce last year. Second among NFL tight ends.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
One more time with Edwards-Helaire. And this time he is in. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Herbert. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken from just outside the 30. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And they'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On 1st down, Mahomes. And he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
49, guys. Mike, 49. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
49's the mark. Watch 49. Hey, that's scared.
Back to throw again. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Let's go, man.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
49's the mark. Watch 49. Get him. Check nickel.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
second down and 8. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's Hill, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And the Chiefs are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
A good rookie season for Clyde Edwards-Helaire, but I do believe a lot of people thought that he would be more of a factor in the passing game for KC last year. Remember, he had 55 catches his final season at LSU. Wound up with only 36 as a rookie with the Chiefs. I expect that number to only go up. Remember, he missed a few games down the stretch with injury.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
That's tough when they're defensively because look at the stops they got on 1st and 2nd down, and it was 1st and 2nd and goal. And then on 3rd down, they cover the receivers, but they leave an alley open for him to find, and he does. That is frustrating. You do almost everything right, and he still ends up in the end zone.
Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
And a big part of Justin Herbert's success as a rookie was having a guy like Keenan Allen to throw to. Allen's averaged over 100 catches a year the last 4 years. No matter who's throwing it, they can count on him.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Going back to Allen, he's got him again. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there for L.A.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the 3rd quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And goes down. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. He's got it to Williams. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Herbert now. And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Hopkins' kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Check 50, check 50. Check the hot read. 49, guys. Mike, 49.
Mahomes now to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Herbert. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 45-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years of not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They go back to the ground now with Eckler, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Back to throw here, Herbert. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And the Chiefs are right back in this football game. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Man open is Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Finding Edwards-Helaire once again. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And they're going to have a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. The bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Chris Jones, the all-pro defensive tackle, there to make the play defensively. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Butker now to add the extra point. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. Now a dump off here complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
On the give, this is Eckler. Oh, some strong running. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 45 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
First down, Los Angeles.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
From the 50, here's Herbert. And it's caught off the deflection. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Now that's a defensive coordinator's nightmare right there. You're covering everyone, and the guy's not even the intended receiver ends up making the play.
Right place, right time, I guess.
When that ball's tipped up in the air like that, you've got to go up and get it. Offense and defense, and in this case, the offense ended up grabbing it.
Third down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal will be 55 yards. Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up fourth down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. Open man, Parham. He's got him. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
They'll run on 1st down. Jackson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On the run, this is Jackson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. From the 3, 2nd and a yard. The handoff, it's Eckler. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. So, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. To return, it's McKinnon. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And he just won.
He's got a man, complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 46 yards. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Trying to squeeze it in there at this stage of the game. You got to take some chances. Nice job to knock it away, though.
You're so right. Understanding where they are in the game, you've got to take that opportunity and maybe thread the needle. Unable to get it done there.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Mahomes. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Mahomes to throw. Forced out to his left. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Charger drive about to get going. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Herbert to throw. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now Herbert. And that's caught by Williams. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chiefs are likely going to win the football game. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Kansas City, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they'll fall to 1-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.